At FormAssembly, we're always working to make our product more useful to your organization. Throughout 2021, we've been researching, planning, building, and testing a brand new feature that will help you create even more streamlined processes and enable better collaboration on your team. So let's hear from Kayla Condello, our Knowledge and Training Manager, as she talks about this new feature.
Hey everyone, I'm going to show you workflow today. I'm so excited. My name is Kayla. I'm the Knowledge and Training Manager at FormAssembly, and workflow is my favorite feature that we're going to be putting out. This is going to be a fantastic new feature. So today I'm going to go over some of the key benefits of workflow, as well as how it can be used, some use cases, and I'm going to give you a quick preview of the feature. So the key benefits of workflow is where I want to start. The point of workflow is that it's going to enable better decision making through automated conditional routing. It's also going to boost teamwork through email notifications, connector executions, and you'll also have the ability now to involve multiple participants in a workflow, so you can have more than one person filling out your forms and then bringing it all together. It's also going to help simplify business processes that require data to be collected from multiple parties in multiple forms and even over multiple days, really, which is going to help save time and money by reducing the number of cross-departmental responsibilities and tasks. Now it can really all be done together in essentially a customer journey of this workflow process. So I'm going to go ahead and, as you can see, I have workflow open currently. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see here. So as you can see, we have these different steps to collect form responses and then have conditional triggers that lead into more form responses, that lead into conditional connectors. I have one connector over here creating first applicant record if my respondent filling out this mortgage survey is qualified, versus over here I've got another connector creating a Salesforce case if they were not qualified and we want them to be able to reach out to us. So you can see that this conditional routing is really going to make it powerful to collect the data that you need in the way that you need it. In addition, I can scroll out a bit, and then now you can see I've built an entire customer decision tree. So their decisions are going to determine what data I'm collecting and what I'm doing. So some use cases for this would be approvals, for example, a school application process or any application process really that requires some approval of the people who are applying, compliance and audit trails, like for example this mortgage survey or a bank loan application or other auditing processes, quality control and pre-qualification, like order and delivery processes where multiple parties are involved. There's a lot that you can do with these workflows that can really adjust your forms and bring them together in the way that you need for the use case that you have. Those are just a couple of examples. So I'll just go ahead and show off some parts of the workflow builder now. So first we're going to start off with our no-code workflow builder. So you do not need any code in this builder to create this process. This is going to allow you to combine forms, emails, and other actions and build a multi-step process and kind of see a bird's eye of the journey your data is going to be taking from people to forms, connected services, and more. So I've only got Salesforce connectors in here, but you can include ones like Stripe, Google Sheets, and you can really, as I said, customize how you want your data to be processed. So my favorite is the fact that now you can have these conditional Salesforce connectors. So what you can do is you can say, in this mortgage survey, I'm going to be having some questions, and if the respondent is qualified, I'm going to take them over here to a mortgage application, and then we're going to create the first applicant record inside of Salesforce, and that's a custom object that I've created. And then I've got another conditional trigger where if there's a single applicant, they're now done, we're good. But if there's two applicants, it will actually take the first applicant to a thank you page, a special thank you page here for them. And then it'll email the second applicant with a link for them to continue the workflow. So the second applicant will then come in, fill out that same mortgage application, and Salesforce will create the second applicant record, followed by a thank you page specific to the second applicant. Now, this is something that you can do not only just with the forms and the connectors and everything, you can also do this with emails. So for example, I could set up a conditional trigger that says, if there's one applicant, send this email. If there's two applicants, send a different email. And then you can be sending those different emails to different people, whether it be the respondent or maybe an email that they filled out in the form, and then send different emails to each one based on other criteria. So it's very, very flexible, very customizable. Next, I wanted to show you that you can pre-fill within the workflows. So FormAssembly Workflow is going to allow you to reference any collected data throughout each of these branches. So technically through the entire workflow, but not quite, because obviously if they haven't filled out the ticket form, you can't reference those fields over here. But what I wanted to show you here is this mortgage application. So as you can see, there's a pre-fill option. And from that survey, I thought, I don't want my respondent to have to fill these out again. So I went ahead and mapped the various choices, as well as things like annual salary, annual monthly expenditure. So those will be pulled from that first form into this second form so that they don't have to fill it out again. In addition, you can add external integrations. So integrations can be used with workflow, just like they are with our regular form assembly forms. So you could, have the HTTPS connector, use those integrations. You can also, as I mentioned, conditionally trigger those connectors based on the actions in the workflow. So again, that customization is really key here. As for launching workflows, users can easily put their workflows into action by simply sharing a link that we provide with their respondents. You can share it through email, SMS, website, whatever method you'd like. It's just right here in the share button, and you can just go ahead and share that. There's so much that you can do with workflow. It really is such a powerful tool. In addition, one thing that I wanted to show is that you even have things like this go-to step. This is one of my favorite steps that we have because it allows you to send a respondent to a different path. If they've started going down one path, you can have options that would say, oh, actually they need to be over in this customer journey. So for example, I have this conditional trigger here, and I have try again and reach out to us. So I'm saying in this ticket form, when they're filling it out, if they state in that form that they would like to try the mortgage survey out again, it's just going to send them straight to the mortgage survey. And if they say that they'd like to reach out to us, maybe ask why they weren't qualified, then it'll go ahead and create a case in Salesforce. So these conditional paths are extremely powerful, but the steps that they lead to are just as customizable. So this one would launch them right back into the mortgage survey if they say they want to try again. And I only have branches of 2 currently in here. That is not a limit. So I also wanted to show you that with the conditional trigger, you can add additional paths, as many as you'd like. So it's, again, so flexible, absolutely customizable. It's going to be a fantastic tool in your belt when it comes to data collection, and I'm very excited about it. If you'd like to learn more about this feature, you can visit our blog. You can also reach out to our team anytime with questions. We're so happy to share this new feature with you, and I'm looking forward to everyone's workflows and seeing how everyone uses them to really level up their data collection process. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
If workflow sounds interesting to you, we hope you stay tuned to learn when this game-changing feature is released and ready to use. Finally, don't forget to join us in our next video to learn about the latest FormAssembly and Salesforce developments.